technical difficulties. Let's get some ambient noise going on real quick. Let's get some of our beautiful swamp ambience coming in. What's up, my nightshade? How you doing, sweetheart? All right. There we go. Oh, man. I passed out, guys. I am so sorry. I didn't even eat dinner yet. What's up, Raymond? What's up, Ketchup? Oh, I'm doing good. Thanks you, everybody. Thank you. We're going to be talking about why it's important to have family in your life and why it's important to literally take and be a part of a family, guys. So when everybody gets on in, I'm doing all right. I just passed out. I fell asleep after afternoon hangout and I didn't wake up till my friend showed up. Oh, that's sweet of you. Hello, B. Portia. How you doing? Happy Mother's Day. Yes, it's not Mother's Day here just yet, Nightshade, but it will be soon. So thank you. Anyway, guys, so let's go on ahead and get started. Why is it important to have family? All right, guys, I'll tell you this right now. I spent time from the age of 16 until fairly recently being homeless and not really having anyone in my corner. Parents were busy with their things. My siblings were busy with their things because I have two sisters. But everybody was busy with their own problems. And, that kind of tore me up a little bit whenever I was, younger, because if they ever called me, I would jump all over it and do my best to absolutely help them as quickly as possible. And unfortunately, they would not always do the same for me. In fact, most of the time, they wouldn't help me at all. I was on my own. And that feeling of being by yourself, that feeling of not having anybody around, that's one of the worst feelings you could have. And the reason why I say that, hey, Jen Jen, how you doing, baby? But, the reason why I say that is because the loneliness is unbearable. When they say that when people go to take care of lighthouses, I'm glad you're doing good today, my Jin Jin. Thank you so much for showing up. Sorry I didn't call you later on. I fell asleep. But anyway, so yeah, why do we have people who live in lighthouses that go crazy? Why? Because those lighthouses are usually in isolated places and they spend extended years, being completely alone, not having any contact with anybody or anything like that, because they have to maintain the lighthouse. And guys, when you're alone, when you're truly alone and you don't have anyone around you, you don't have any friends and you're not used to it, guys, it'll drive you insane. It'll definitely. That's cool, Nightshade. There's one to keep you company. Oh, okay. You see, down here they don't do that. Down here you got one person. But over here. Can't say down here. You're further down than I am. But yeah, over here. But anyway, so yeah, guys. These things, family, that word, a lot of people would take and not understand what that means. A lot of people are like, screw my family. I don't need my family. But they turn around, they call them every day. They call them every week. They call them every month. They talk to somebody in their family. When they need help, they call them. What's up, Sean? And yeah, I get that before then he went crazy. I'm sorry you were so busy today, my Jin Jin. But it's good to know that you got everything finished. But I'll be calling you after this. Don't worry, honey. But anyhow, uh, so yeah, that isolation that I felt whenever I was homeless, it's the same that some of these lighthouse keepers feel. You know, you don't have anybody there. The only one you can rely on is you. And that ends up making somebody kind of bitter. That ends up making people kind of angry at the world, and they feel jaded, they feel unhappy, they feel unwanted, they feel unloved, and that's why it's important to have family. Because when you have good family, they make you feel wanted, they make you feel loved, they make you feel needed. You don't feel jaded, you don't feel unloved, you don't feel unwanted. You feel everything that you're supposed to feel. I see that, Raymond. My Jin's still here, but I was just talking about you too, by the way, Jin. I was on my friend Beth Talks for a short amount of time, and I talked about you because she's in North Carolina right now. But anyway, so yeah, getting back to where I was going, not having family is just awful. Guys, it's when you don't have anybody in your corner and you are all alone, things get really hard because you want to know why? You hit hard times, you ain't got nobody to bail you out but yourself. You hit money struggles, you can't ask to borrow nothing. If you've got, just mental problems that you need to talk with somebody about, you ain't got nobody. Because you got to have family for you to be able to feel comfortable enough to be able to talk about these things. Ooh, itchy. I found a new family with you guys here because of my old family. Yeah, besides my own family. You see, guys, that's one thing I was going to be getting at here in a little bit. Family isn't just blood. It isn't just physical relations to those people. You can choose a family, so thank you so much, Jin, for bringing that up. Here we go. What's up, Sampton? How you doing, man? Let me pin this message. Yeah, hun, I just hadn't got to that part yet, but thank you for putting up your channel anyway. Guys, everybody go support my Jin. She's trying really hard to get some subscribers. Let's go give her some love, okay, guys? Just go subscribe to her. You ain't even really got to watch the videos. Just go give her some love and give her a subscription, okay, guys? But anyhow, what's up, Aaron? How you doing? Jaeger, that name means hunter. That's awesome. You're a guard? Awesome. My other YouTube family were mean to me. Hey, Amethyst, how you doing? But yeah, Jin's other YouTube family was actually taking advantage of her, which is another thing I got to get onto. When you're going to make your own family, make sure you make them with the right people, guys, because my first wife was not the right choice. We were toxic for each other. I realize that now. But our problem is I realized it late. Hello, Bob. And because of realizing it late, and Jacob, trust your gut. It's always a good idea to trust your gut. If you feel like something's wrong, or they've said, SA Grind, how you doing? If they say something that you disagree with, or they say something that, or they do something that sets you off, guys, there's no reason to hate them forever. There's no reason to jade them or anything like that. You can work through it, because family you create is always going to be harder on you than family that you're born into. And the reason why I say that is because your friends care about you. They want you to succeed. They want you to be powerful. They want to see you do better. Sometimes your family doesn't. Sometimes your biological family don't, like mine don't. Family is important because that bond is needed to raise a human, to show them how to interact with other people in the real world. Guys, you know how I've managed to figure out how to learn how to interact with people? Watching TV. listening to other people interviewing and copying very similar down to how they say that. But real family doesn't do these things to you. Real family is always there. Real family will always answer the phone. Real family will always love you, regardless. They'll always be there for you. It doesn't matter if they're an aunt, they're an uncle, they're a grandma, grandpa, brother, sister, cousin, any of that. They're going to be there for you, if they're good family, and that's an amazing thing. That is something that you always got to remember. True family is going to be there for you, and that's what matters, guys. So whether it's your created family that's your true family, or it's your blood family that's your true family, or both, it's complicated. Family and love and life are complicated, and just as quickly as you can get family, you can lose them, guys. Not only that, but there's a trust level there that you got to maintain. And if that trust level is broke, then you're up poop creek, because now you got to be, hello, Tyler Reese. Now you got to be able to, Reeves, excuse me. Now you got to be able to take and build that trust back. And if it's created family, that trust can take forever to build back. But if it's blood family, it's sometimes not so easy, or sometimes not so hard. But I can tell you this. It's harder to get along with my biological family than it is to get along with you guys. Oh, man. I know that's terrible. But it's just true. It's the way it is for me. Not everybody lives the same lifestyle. Not everybody is the same way, guys. And we have definitely been trying to take okay, cool. Anyway, we definitely have been trying to take and sit here and explain the importance of family. I'm hoping I'm getting it through to you guys, because it's a really big deal, guys, because right now I only have my mom, my dad, barely my mom, because they can't really do much due to their financial situations. But when it comes down to the rest of my family, all I've got is my buddy here that I live in his front yard with. That's all the help I can get, is a place to live, guys. And it's just because nobody else in my family can do much at the moment. And they're of the view and the opinion that even though we're family, it doesn't mean that, or it means that you can ignore them. You can ignore somebody in dire straits. And that's not cool. Like my friend Jin, or my girlfriend Jin, blah. Sorry, I was sitting here looking at her. I was like, my girlfriend Jin, she actually takes and lives with her cousin, and it's because he was kind enough to give her a place to stay. It's always amazing to see how wonderful her and her family interact with each other. I love watching it. I love seeing it, because that's how a family should be. Guys, growing up, one of my favorite shows was the Brady Bunch, because I kind of wished I had the Brady Bunch life. But it's just never the same. Dr. Dark Devil, welcome in. You're new. Yes, it is possible. But it definitely feels hard. Scald, everybody. Yeah, I didn't like it really as far as like the storyline goes, but I wanted the family. I wanted the family aspect. I wanted the family that was close enough to where no matter what happened, they were always there, And okay, thank you, Dr. Dark Devil. Thank you for finally speaking. I don't think I've ever seen you in here before. Anyway, it's been one of those times sitting here thinking about this that I've just sat back and wondered all day, what really is family? And The only thing I could come up with is family is those who pick you up when you're feeling down. Family is those who are there for you when nobody else will be. Family are those who not only are you born into, but have made close relationships with. Family is everything. It really is. Because without family, you wouldn't really have much. Even look at a lot of the foster kids that come up without families. Yes, Mother Today is tomorrow, but look at a lot of the foster kids that come up without families. Man, they struggle. They go one of two directions. They well, maybe one of three. They walk a fine line. They go a bad way or they go a good way. Guys, I haven't really seen very many in betweens those, but it's. They either try to help the world or they're bitter at it. And I'll tell you this, that comes from feeling like there's nobody out there that loves you. And it's a horrible feeling thinking that you're 100% alone 100% of the time. Guys, and in order to be able to take, yes, I'm loading my pipe for after I'm done with this. But anyway, whenever you feel that pain, whenever you feel that anger, it tends to fuel everything about you. It tends to make you angrier and angrier. It makes you into this person that's like a troll. In case you guys didn't know, the original way of being a troll was similar to being an outcast or a hermit. Nobody really wanted to be around you. And that was what the Vikings called a troll. Trolls weren't just beings. They weren't mythical creatures with bones of ice and skin of stone and blood as red as magma. No, that wasn't the case. Instead, they were humans that were exiled and became these very hideous, ugly-looking, crazy monsters because they were completely isolated from everybody else. And that's where the term troll or troll comes from. Guys, and it's because these people were ostracized. They had no family. They had no one who loved them. Whenever Eric the Red was declared an outlaw, he at least got to take the men that was loyal to him and his son and his wife and kids. The only reason why I say his son and wife and kids is because I know Leah Ferguson had other brothers and sisters, but the only one everybody ever hears about is Leah Ferguson. Oh, I got you. You guys have made me feel so special and welcome in here. Oh, that's an amazing sentiment, my Jin Jin. Hang on just a second, guys. Let me make sure my chat's not frozen on me again. Because it likes to do that shite. All right. What's up, everybody? So, yes, there are accounts of people that have completely lost their stuff because they don't have someone there to love them. Guys, a lot of people who complain and who do some of these horrible things, especially here in America, they don't have dads. They don't have moms. There's something missing from their life. And because of that, they become embittered. And I think that missing thing is family. If they just had the right family, because you can have the wrong family. You can definitely have that. I'm going to get on that here in just a minute. But you can have the wrong family for sure. But if you have the right family, it raises you up. It strengthens you. It makes you stronger. It makes you a better person. It doesn't matter what you're going through at the moment. Because if you can face it with the right family, you can face anything, man. It makes you strong. It makes you powerful. And if you're alone, you can still be strong. You can still be powerful. You can still have everything you ever wished for. But it's just a little easier if you got somebody to share it with. You know what I mean? Hello, Tyler. My Jin Jin has, oh, there you are. There's my Jin Jin. I was about to say, what'd you say, Jin Jin? You fall asleep on me already? But anyway, I know you're mostly alone, Amethyst. That's why you always welcome here. Oh, no problem, Tyler Reeves. But anyway, so back to where we were at, guys. We have a lot of these incidences. Like you see someone on a stripper pole, or you see someone on the side of the corner. And I only say someone because there's male and female strippers and prostitutes, guys. Let's not sugarcoat it. There's males and females of everything. Okay? So yeah, somebody who's on the pole or somebody who's on the streets, we want to look at them and be like, oh, they didn't have a daddy, or oh, they didn't have a good upbringing. Guys, they could have had the best upbringing on the planet, and they still wanted to be on that pole. They still wanted to be on that street. Why? Because of the outside family influence choices. The family we make outside of our biological family. Those guys can be bad, or they can be good. You guys are some of the greatest people I know. Y'all are absolutely awesome. Woo! It's a good thing I stood up for that. My pants almost came off. But you guys are amazing. Now, I have had bad family in the past. I had family that I thought was family that got me in trouble. Got me arrested, got me put in jail. Stole from me, cheated on me, lied to me. Guys, all these things happen. It's up to us whether or not we let it destroy us. And we can't always blame biological family for it. And we can't always blame the chosen family for it. Thank you, Amethyst, for helping out the homeless. Oh, you're all good, Tyler. But we've sat here and we've talked for 22 minutes now. But bad family is something we haven't gotten on yet. So bad family, yeah, they got me in trouble. They got me arrested. They've beaten on me. They've hurt me. They pushed me away. They ostracized me. They've done a lot of stuff, and that's just a typical bad family, and unfortunately they exist, and what I mean by bad is bad influences, bad choices. A friend of mine was 6 foot tall when he was 12, and I ain't joking about that. And his mom used to make him fight her battles for her. If she had somebody come in the house that was causing a scene or causing a problem, she called on her son. A 12-year-old man fighting grown people, or a 12-year-old young boy fighting grown-ass men. He might have been 6 foot tall, but it didn't matter. He was 12, and he had to take care of all of his mom's battles for him. She also was around a lot of narcotics and things of that sort. And because of that, he's kind of aggressive. But, he has a high respect for me, thank God, because I definitely wouldn't want to get hit by the man. But he's a good guy. He had bad family. And now he's gotten a wife, children, has another family. And they love him to death. And when I say he would die for these people, I'm telling you, he would literally go out and die for them. As for his other side of the family, no. His biological family just no. He's like, nope. Let them have their fun. So, I mean, you can have bad family. You really can. They can be bad influences. They can do bad things. They can make you feel badly. Sorry, guys, it's medication time. It is 9:30. I gotta do dishes. That was what that sound was. Oh, man. Let's get all these pills put up. Or put down, I mean. No, don't give me 3 trazodone. It's bad enough I'm passing out with just 2 all day long. Guys, that's why I fall asleep so often and so much. It's because of my trazodone. my sleep medication. It messes me up, guys. It knocks me totally out. But anyway, so yeah, that bad family can destroy you or it can create you. You know, because some people will accept and willingly take the destructive behavior that bad family brings along, while some of us use it to fuel our own drive, to make ourselves better people, to look towards a future that's not full of pain and struggle. And it's always nice when people take the right way. You know, I always love to see that. What's up, Angel 420? The Holy Bible is the best book or for Christians like me. You know, you're right there, Amethyst, but you also got to understand as a Christian what that book says. Because I'll tell you right now, not all Christians are good people. They really aren't. Because recently I was harassed by a group of Christians because I was walking in front of their church in order to make it to the store without having to deal with traffic. And they attacked me, guys. They didn't try to physically attack me, but they started cussing, screaming, hollering at me, telling me to get off the God's property. You know, pagans weren't allowed. Oh yeah. You know, so, and the kids were joining in with it. So, I mean, true Christians, they would have been like, hey man, where are you going? You need a ride? You know, that's what a true Christian should be. At least that's what us pagans are taught. Scald, guys. All right. Even though I had to take my medication. Ugh. So, guys, if I start getting a little droopy towards the end of the show, you know what's going down. Took the medicine. Oh, yeah. Yes, definitely. You know, take it one step at a time and do the best you can, you know. So, my Jin, you still awake? I want to be able to call you after this. You know, we got 3 more minutes on this subject. So I'm just going to say this last little bit. And then we're going to get straight to the hangout, guys, okay? So, yeah. Yeah, good day for everyone. Great, you know. So, yeah, if you look at, you know, this bad family like I'm talking about, you know, you can pull away from that. That's not a permanent thing, you know. Did you see my message earlier on my yeah, that they tried to kill you, girl? That's just awful, you know. And I understand that one, Nightshade. My grandmother on my mama's side tried to kill me a few times. She did. She'd get drunk on whiskey and she'd try to kill me. Jack Daniels made her angry, and what made her angrier than Jack Daniels was unfortunately me. And the reason why I say that was because of who my father is and the fact that, well, she told me later on she felt like I would make her feel stupid every now and then because I actually knew things. You know, I learned about, oh, there was more to it, the other stuff. Okay. My Jin, where you at? They got you hooked on alcohol, cannabis, and vaping and some other stuff that I don't want to say. I've been clean of alcohol and cannabis, but I've been relapsing with the vaping occasionally. They also got me hooked on some stuff that messed me up. Ooh, that is awful. You know, that's what I'm getting at. They'll get you hooked on bad substances. You know, I take cannabis for medical purposes with my epilepsy, but you guys will never see me do it. No, don't ask. But I do take medicinal for my epilepsy and for my schizophrenia. It does actually help. But you know, getting hooked on it just to use it, you know, guys, you're going to spend more money than you would just saving it. Take that $200 and put it away. You know, don't use it on something stupid like a substance. You know, I can't say much. I'm hooked on tobacco. You know, I'm trying to break it. Trying. Not succeeding. Oh, never a good idea to go cold turkey on Ritalin. Oof. Oh, I got you, B. Forsha. You know, that's very understandable for using that. Celine, it's my friend's birthday today, but sadly I'm in the hospital and cannot make it to see her. Could you give her a shout out? Her name is Wendy. Wendy, shout out to you from your good friend Selena Bailey. She has been wishing for you to have a good shout out here on the internet. So Wendy, happy birthday. And I'm sorry your friend couldn't make it. Oh yeah, we even got another one giving a shout out to Wendy here. My Jin, you still in here or did you fall asleep on me? All right. Let's do a skull for Amethyst and her mom. His mom, her mom. You know, I never asked that question. You know why? I don't need to know. Why? Because you're all my friends here anyway, and it doesn't matter. All right, guys. Here's a shout out to Amethyst and her mom, and their mom. Scald. All right. So yeah, I think she passed out too. You know, which is no big deal. She's sleepy. She's sleepy. Let her get some rest. You know, guys. And I did start my show late tonight, so I wouldn't be upset with her. You know, definitely couldn't be upset with my Jin. Well, anyway, guys, that was the topic of family. So now let's get straight into the hangout. And if you don't mind, real quick, I'm going to actually go on ahead and take and get myself set up. I hope y'all don't mind, and I hope nobody ever does this themselves. Okay? I am not condoning the use of tobacco. All right, guys? I am... Oh, she's still here. Great. Would you like to cut your beard? Joseph or Jose? No. I can't cut my beard. It's religious. Yes, it shows the fact that I'm a man. You know, it is a religious thing from the Viking tradition, and it will stay a religious tradition for me and mine. All right, man. But yeah, just feel bad for your dad. He's been through his mother dying, through a crash, and through family problems. Ooh, let's pray for him, guys. That sounds rough. You know, that sounds terrible. Oh, yeah. I'm an Asatru. I am a Viking pagan. Yeah. So the Viking faith, Odin, Thor, Skadi, Erd, Skald, Baldandi, all of them, they're all the ones that I follow by. Which Skald, Erd, and Baldandi were the fates, just like in Roman mythology. There was nobody more powerful than them, because they even controlled the fates of the gods. So yeah, that's something interesting to be able to take to school with you there. Skald, Erd, and Baldandi were real people. You know, well, real in my faith. You know, I've noticed since I've been here on YouTube, I told my friend about the thing with Thor's hammer, and they didn't believe me. Oh, wow. You know, that's funny. Can you say Steve's lava chicken? Yeah, it's tasty as hell. All right, Amethyst. All right, let me see if I can remember this song. Lava. Chicken, Steve's lava chicken, yes, tasty as hell. Ooh, mamacita, now you ringing the bell. Ooh, tasty and juicy as you're having a snack, or something like that. Yeah, I had it memorized at one point. I quit doing it because everybody quit asking. Yeah, I could do Jack Black easy. I get compared to him all the time for a reason. I know everybody's tired of hearing the lava chicken. I know everybody's tired of hearing about it, Jen. But the simple fact of the matter is that our fans like it, man. And they ask every now and then. I've cut down on doing it. Yeah, I've been told I'm a Jack Black doppelganger. In fact, I used to been a while just checking in. What's up, Davey? How you doing, man? Just chilling, having some fun, brother. Having ourselves a good old hangout. We just talked about the importance of family. Yeah, welcome on in back in, man. Nice to see you changed your profile pic. Looks like you got yourself a hat on. But anyway, guys, the only thing that's sad about life is that you have one chance to live. Some people don't think so. And we don't know if that's true or not. We could all be reincarnated. We don't know yet. But that's the wonderful thing about life and death. You won't know until you try and discover. Now, don't try and discover what's there after in the afterlife, unless it's in religious purposes. But definitely you grow and you live and you learn. Oh, okay. But you live, you learn, you move on. You do great things. How's Colleen doing, by the way, Nightshade? I know, is she still in the Behavioral Institute? I hope she's doing a lot better. Yeah, Amethyst joined, and it made me laugh. Oh, y'all want me to sing again? Oh, good Lord. Hey, we ain't at 20 likes. I ain't singing. Better get some 20 likes up there. Guys, I would just like to thank everyone who took my email address down and who talked to their parents that are young in here, because I've gotten 30 emails from you guys. That has been amazing. Y'all's parents have been incredible. Everybody is thanking me. So thank you guys for actually doing what I asked. That's why we decided to keep it 16 and older, because we can get permission. And that's all we need. That's all you need to be on the show. Just have your parents send me an email. McDonald's Wi-Fi. Oh boy. She's doing well. I haven't been able to talk to her yet. I'm sorry to hear about that. What's up, Sean? How you doing? McCash in the building. Yes, I know, right? It's incredible. I have to wait until Tuesday to talk to her. It's a quarantine thing. Oh no. Is she gonna be okay? I hope she will. We don't actually have that problem here in Texas. Amethyst, no, I did not go and check your latest short out today. I have slept most of the day. Stupid, but I needed the rest. It's just the way it is. It's a rule here. Oh, okay. It's a rule for you, Nightshade. Okay, I see that. Yeah, I'll definitely go check it out, though, Amethyst. I was just... But, adjusting to my trazodone does that. I was playing VR, and I'm very sweaty. I gotcha. But, yeah, I was just snoring. And yes, I snore loudly, because when my friend first showed up, that's how he knew I was asleep. It's for them to settle in and calm. Oh, nice. You have a good night too, Davey, man. But yeah, let's hope that they definitely calm down. That reminds me of the short that was like, I took a nap. Yeah. That's why I did that short, guys. Which actually got me quite a few viewers and actually got me 3 subscribers. So I was so glad when I did that. Yeah, good night there, Davey. Have a good time, brother. Hopefully you do a great show. Anyway, guys, it's we got 20 minutes left. 20 minutes. Yeah. Everybody was doing their dogs, but I was just like, you know what? My dog's always napping, and I can never catch him when he's active. So I'm gonna do me. Why? Because I nap more than my dog does. And I still get my stuff done. How does that work? I guess it's mainly because most of the time during the day, I take like 20, 30-minute naps. Oh no. I hope he's okay. Or she's okay. My bad. She'll be back on Mother's Day. Nice. How many subs should I get to do my face reveal? I'm at 42. Amethyst, if you're young, don't do it. Wait till you're 18. Don't worry about subs. Wait till you're 18 before you reveal your face. That's just for your protection. 100 subs. Do it at 50 when they're able to go live. Okay, I got you. But I would suggest to anyone who's young, don't sew your face, man. If you already have that, that's cool. But if you haven't yet, don't. Wait until you're 18 and reveal. But that's my personal thing. You can do what you want. You can reveal it at 100 subs. You can reveal it at 50 subs. You can reveal it at 1,000 subs. You know, reveal it at your 3,000 mark. You know, that's all up to you. Why? It's your channel. Or do what Uncle said. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, you don't care, really? Oh, man. Like I said, I don't condone anybody doing tobacco. You will reveal it at your first stream. There you go, Amethyst. You make up your own idea. It's your show. You know, we can't tell you anything to do. You know, just remember, be safe, my friend. Okay? Make sure you take care of yourself. I'd hate to have anything happen to any of my fans. Because know that if you make good friends with me, like Nightshade or my Jin, or, you know, especially my Jin, you know, you hurt my Jin, I'm coming for you. But any of my dear friends, I'm going to find a way to get there. And I'm going to find who you were that hurt my friend. Just hope I don't. It ain't my channel, so I don't care that much as long as you're being safe. Exactly. As long as you're being safe about it. That's what matters. And it's because, guys, it's an unfortunate world that we live in. It really is. Only about 50 years ago, you could trust your kids to go down the street. Aww. You're going to be like, get over here. Yeah, pretty much. You know, that's just the way I am, man. I once drove 8 hours all the way across Texas because a friend of mine got beat by her husband. And I walked through the door and beat his butt. You know, that's just the way it is. Yeah, USA isn't doing so great right now. And it's because our leaders, man, we elected the wrong people. And there's only a few people like me and a few others that would even take and even try to change things. I got you, Vince. You know, if I could, I'd live in the UK or I'd live in Australia. I really would. Those two places are some places I've always wanted to go. I either would live in Iceland or Finland or Germany, or I'd live in Australia. And the reason being is because, for Iceland, Finland, and Germany, I have blood ties there. That's where my ancestry's from. So I'd like to bring my ancestors home. But as far as Australia goes, that's just a reptile paradise. And that's something I love. Hang on a second, guys. I got a message. Oh my God, I cannot type like this. It is so hard. I keep hitting the wrong button. All right. That was my Jin. You know, guys, if you don't shut up, I will get the money. If you don't shut up, I'll get the money. No, he'll be like, someone made my best friend cry. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Yeah, I got you there. Oh, man, McCash, I ain't doing those anymore. No more of the Jack Black. No more Jack Black. Sorry about that, guys. But, sorry, Vincent, for you having such a problem. But at the same time, kiss my butt. My channel, I talk all I want. You come on here trolling, and I ain't even got to use Troll's Bane anymore. They'll get a hold of you, for sure. I ain't even got to worry about things anymore, guys. I got a new question from Jin Jin. Hang on. That was better. I actually was able to type that time, not I won't do it again. All right, McCash. No problem. I've done that before, but that friend stopped me from going to juvie. I almost went to juvie once. TV off. I get freaky with my mom. Okay. It's interesting. Referring to your other message there. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I almost went to juvie once before because I actually had someone take, and guys, we're getting trolls now. That means that we're getting popular. Looks like I need to start keeping this in my lap. Yeah, that guy was weird, right? Not only that, but sitting there with a name like I get freaky with my mom. I like the trolls are coming out. Yeah, I think the trolls are coming out, man. Here's some motivation for any of y'all, even you, Gator. Out of all billions of people, you're talking to Clint. That means you are special. Oh, thank you. Don't need Trolls Bane. You have us. Oh, I know. But I just like it. It's been a prop of the show for a while now. All right. We got another troll there. Happy? Be happy. Or go get on out. So that's just the way it is. Happy, if you're going to be here, you got to be respectful. All right. Guys, we're hitting the point where you need Trolls Bane in your channel. I might just send you one, sweetheart. They're not that it's not terribly expensive for the build your own kit. And I can easily build one and send it to you. But it'd be a lot prettier and shinier. Kick. Just out. That's one of the easiest things to do sometimes with those guys. Thank you so much, Amethyst. But that's usually a lot of the easiest ways to deal with trolls. Just kick them out. Don't worry about them, or just don't listen to them. With this happy fellow right now, I've been told to go to hell my whole life. If Christians are right, that's where I'm going. So I'll see you there. I'll be driving the bus. I have a vision of Trolls Bane. It's called a quarterstaff. Ooh. I'd like to put one on a quarterstaff. Hello, Palindrome Cat. Nice to see you again. We haven't seen you in a minute. Harding Daddy. Okay, what you mean they're a hacker? Because honestly, I had no idea. Yes, I remember you, Palindrome Cat. Of course I would. Hold on just a second, guys. Nah. I can leave it off still. I was checking to see if I needed to cut my AC on. or I needed to cut it off, guys. Because honestly, I was checking the temperature outside. Aww. Your anger trolls are rising. Yes. I do remember you, Palindrome Cat. Oh, you're all good. Your parents are fine with you watching this. Okay, great. My anger emotion is called death. What is yours? I'd probably call it Elsie because I have an anger just like my grandpa. Mod's a symbol. Me and my grandpa are going to make ribs on Mother's Day. I can't wait to cook for my mom. I've never made ribs. Ribs are good, brother, and they're actually pretty easy. You know, if you're cooking them in the oven, they're really easy. Hello, love. How you doing? Happy birthday. Oh, my day is going great, Palindrome Cat. Yeah, no kidding. Nightshade's quick on it. Get it instead of Avenger. Oh, I got it. I got it. Oh, I got you, man. But yeah, Nightshade's on top of it. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. I wish it was, man. My birthday's November 7th. But I'd be turning 38. You'd be putting me closer to 40. But like it matters. Guys, we've hit our last 10 minutes. Actually, 9. So I'm going to go on ahead and scald for you guys real quick. So here's one to everybody here. I look 100. Nah, I'm only 38. For me, my grandpa would do it on the grill. Ooh, yeah, it's a little more difficult on the grill, but oh my God, it's so much better. Oh, I love grilled meat. I've been at my grandparents' house and swimming and stuff. Oh, that's awesome, Palindrome Cat. Yeah, I'm absolutely positive. I'm 38 years old. Your anger is called Kate. Don't F with Kate. She's a vicious little thing. Like a koala. Because no offense, I tried to hold one of them little buggers one time, and them little drop bears are mean. Scald, my friends. My birthday is July 13th. Congratulations. You know, that's coming up real quick, man. 2 months. She's the owner of the quarterstaff. Nice. Can I help you with your channel? What you need there, Palindrome Cat? What you need? All right, love. You got to go. You trolling. You get a 5-minute timeout first time around. Yes, Palindrome. I do hunt. You heard the gulp. Yes, I've hugged a koala before. But the second one I tried to hold was a vicious little sucker. You know, he was mean. He was a little bitey thing. But I do love the way that they feel. They're so soft, like a chinchilla. And yes, I am a hunter. Today is your birthday, Diego. Happy birthday. Oh, yeah, I've seen a lot of tigers. I actually got to mess with the Siberian tiger at one point. Oh, I got you. You want a wrench. As Montereta. There we go. All you want is a shout out. Well, shout out to Diego Abarca. Shout out to Diego. How you doing, man? Oh. Hello, my name is Paul Heyman. How you doing, Heyman? It's fine, but you don't torture them, right? No, man. Palindrome Cat, every time I pull a trigger, that animal goes down quick. I don't take a shot without guaranteeing a death. You know, and I use every part of the animal. Don't spam like that, man. All right. First time gets a timeout. Let's shout out everyone except those trolling. Ain't shouting them trollers. No kidding. Live stream I watched, they killed a wolf. Oh, that is terrible. There's no reason to kill a wolf. A wolf is a keystone species. My anger name is Jeff. And I'm telling you, don't mess with him. He will hunt you. But yeah, man, I get, hunting for sure. Hunting for food is something important. Hunting for sport, no, 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 no. What did Hayden Smith do? He wasn't spamming. I thought he was I thought he was spamming mustard because he spammed it like 4 times. Yeah, he spammed a little, man. And he told me to shut up. That's why I ended up putting him in there. Oh, man. One more like. Yep, one more like, and I'll actually attempt to sing with the last 5 minutes. Yeah, they made it starve for days. Palindrome, that is horrible. I rescue animals like that from time to time. And those kind of owners, I just want to sock them in the mouth. Oh, here we go again. The trolls are out today, guys. See what I mean? Because that was him. Oh, that guy that just showed up a second ago. Oh, your chat froze. I got you. Yeah, he was spamming. That was all. But yeah, the trolls have risen. I am being attacked tonight, guys. But the good news is we got less than 4 minutes. We only got 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. Yeah, we gotta have to use this tonight, guys. We definitely got all my Trolls Banes in here for sure. Hey, Jin, welcome back, baby. What's got you so upset? We've only got about another 3 minutes left. Would you like to do a duo today? Not tonight, Nightshade. I wish I could, but my brain is knocking me out like crazy, and I just took my meds, so it wouldn't be a good do live. Maybe next time. It's already starting to knock me out. Oh, somebody just put mustard over and over and over again, Sean. That was what I was saying. Guys, also, never forget that someone out there cares about you. Never forget that you got family. Never forget that someone loves you, guys. And there they go again. Oh, we hit 20. I guess I'm just going to have to sing then, guys. Let's see. Well, a Scotsman clad and killed left a bar one evening fair. One could tell by how he walked that he drunk more than his share. Well, he stumbled out into the street to sleep beside the street when... damn. Hang on. Let me remember. Well, a Scotsman clad and killed left a bar one evening fair. One could tell by how he walked that he drunk more than his share. Well, he stumbled out into the grass to sleep beside the street and... I forgot it, man. I'm sorry. You put someone in timeout for spin. Awesome. Sorry, guys, I forgot the song. But I'm going to look up the Ballad of the Sleeping Scotsman again. It's a nice little Irish drinking song. But sorry, guys, I forgot what I was going to sing. Is that okay, by the way? I love your voice. Oh, you're all good. Put someone in timeout for spamming. Yeah, you're fine. Nice singing, Uncle. How do you like mine? I think you got a good voice, girl. You sound very... You got a unique sound. It's very special all to yourself. And it's definitely a good voice. Keep trying at it. Keep practicing. You never know. One of these days, you might be able to wind up on Australia's Got Talent. Well, all right, guys. We got our last minute. Let's go on ahead and set up our final scald. Guess who's back? Zen is back. Tell some men. All righty, guys. So here we go. Love you all. Thank you so much for showing up. It's incredible having you all here. And I hope you show up next time, guys. Remember, y'all are the backbone of the channel. Y'all build everything up. You know, guys, I love y'all so much, and welcome into the show for anybody who's new. As for right now, I'm going to bed. All right, guys. See you from the swamp. Later from a gator. Love you, mama. Love you, papa. Love yourself. Be kind and always find a way to help, guys. I'll check you all later. Skull. Bye, guys.